My name's Sophie Diaper. I'm mum of Evie, who's type 1.
I'm Nick Diaper.
So you've been here today and you've done a session as parents with a child living with type 1. What was that session all about?
The session was with Rose and Katie around helping kids and parents living with type 1 to manage, health and well-being. But really interesting session because I think psychology as a way of helping to deal with managing type 1 for both parents and kids is probably still an emerging discipline, but I think we both found it really useful, and it was very engaging for the kids because they got to draw loads of images around their sort of type 1 diabetes animals. So I think very engaging for both kids and parents.
What did you learn from the session?
Really, we're all in the same boat and it's okay, and it was really refreshing to hear Rose just understand, and there's lots of psychologists within the healthcare profession, but for her to actually be a diabetes psychologist, she just understood a lot more of the nuances that we feel and experience day to day, and it was really nice for her to just say, we know that this is what you're going through, it's okay, it's normal, and there's ways that we can support you and you can deal with it day to day.
So how important are days like this for parents?
I think really important. I mean, we're only 2 years into our journey with diabetes, so I think we recognise we're still learning, but we went to a DRWF event when Evie was first diagnosed. It was the first time we mixed with other parents in a similar situation. And probably until that point we hadn't quite realised how important peer support was for both for children and for parents with type 1. So I think these events are fantastic because you're with like-minded individuals who we all have a lived shared experience that often other people don't quite understand. So it's really nice to be part of a special community, and is a big part of how we just help support our daughter with type 1.
And that peer support continues after the events on social media?
Yeah, I mean, our daughter's 12, so we've not quite launched her onto social media yet, but just the connections, making friendships, and we can be there as well. We've just met a family now who've just been diagnosed 3 weeks ago, and they live down the road from us. So, not coming to this event, we wouldn't have known that. So just opportunities like that, and the girls are off together now, running around the event and just enjoying being together as kids, and they have a shared common interest that they're type 1.
Because it can feel very isolating for both the child and for the parents, can't it?
Absolutely, and I think we've also, through events like this, made friends with other families with type 1 that we get together regularly outside of these formal events, because you're right, that isolation is hard to deal with, and so sharing those feelings and just parents being able to talk to each other and know exactly what they're going through is fairly comforting in a way.
So what's your sort of top tip for anybody else in this situation like you are?
I would say engage in these type of events. It is hard, we know it's hard. It's okay for it to feel difficult at times, because it is, and peer support is, I think even the research will show, but even just our own anecdotal experience, peer support is massive. So come and be part of it, reach out, get involved. It's also very rewarding because you can help others who have been in a situation like we were when we were new, and all the parents who sort of reached out to us and sort of guided us along the way. So whilst we're not experts per se, but we can help offer some advice. So yeah, just get involved.
And the future holds lots of amazing opportunities. Obviously, you'd be looking for a cure for type 1.
Of course. I think that's always the golden thing that we want. But in the meantime, managing the day-to-day and just getting on with life, and not wanting the diabetes to be a reason that we get stuck. But we know that being here and coming to events like this, if we are struggling, we do get stuck, we've got sources of support, we've got tech companies we can talk to, we've got professionals here that can share their expertise as well, and I think that's what we all want until there is a cure.